Eres una trabajadora muy competente y valiosa, Philippa, pero he decidido que estás en el nivel adecuado.
¿Eso es un manual de recursos humanos?
Well, it was important. We were telling Philippa's story, no doubt about that, from Philippa's point of view. The point of view of other people had already been well documented, so it was important that I tell Philippa's story. And once I convinced her that we could tell her story in a film, she agreed to talk to us. And so we used Philippa really in two ways. One, because she's the subject of our film. She's the protagonist in our story, but it's a real story. So she was very useful in that regard. We didn't have to invent a character. She's come ready-made. The other thing we did is, of course, use her as a source of information, because Philippa isn't just the subject of the story, along with Richard. She's also the person who did all the research. So, of course, she knew more than we did about a lot of this, and also a lot about Richard. So she was very, very, it was beneficial to engage with her constantly throughout the process.
Yes, I think it is. I think it absolutely is. Yeah, for me, it's really inspiring that way, because somebody who, you know, should not be expected to do something like that, did do something like that. And it sends out, for me, a lovely message of, if something is important to you, if you have a dream about something, then keep going and persevere, and you can do it. And I think that's really important for our young as well, to get that message.
Well, that's interesting, because I spoke to Philippa about what she did in the time after the discovery of the body, and she told me that she liked to go and give talks, especially to school children. And I thought that was a really, I wanted to show that, because I thought it was such a note of grace after her, what I regard as her being marginalized, that she acted positively and just moved forward and decided to take her message and her experience of female empowerment and give it to young people. So that was important. Well, for my mind, you know, you have to start with who Philippa is, and then you cast the actor to suit Philippa. And Philippa is a strange combination of strength, determined strength and tenacity, and also she has a vulnerability that others were for a time able to exploit. But that duality of her personality is a very interesting one dramatically, and Sally Hawkins is a fine actor, but even as a person, Sally seems to me to embody that sort of internal contradiction of strength and vulnerability. And so I thought, you know, we thought, I say we, myself, Stephen Frears and Jeff thought that she was that she'd be a great choice to play Philippa, and I think it was the right choice.
Yeah, I agree. She's amazing in it. She's really incredible. She brings it to life. She really does.
I think it is, because of course, often when you're writing drama, you find drama in conflict, in duplicity, in people being not meaning what they say, and all the rest of it, and a bad behaviour is often easier to make interesting than good behaviour. And I played Philippa's husband, ex-husband, I should say, John, and two things. One, I was touched by the fact that their relationship was friendly and loving, despite the fact they were no longer together in marriage. I hadn't seen that depicted on screen before, so that I thought was interesting. It was uncliched, as reality often is. Yeah. But also, I thought it was important to show that John was skeptical, like other people, but came round to Philippa's way of thinking and gave her the benefit of the doubt in her journey, in her search. And I think, you know, as I said before, you know, decency can be interesting, and certainly I've often played badly behaved people, and for me it was a nice change, a refreshing change, to play someone who at heart was a decent man.
Eres una trabajadora muy competente y valiosa, Philippa, pero he decidido que estás en el nivel adecuado.
¿Eso es un manual de recursos humanos?
No.
¿Qué mejoraría tu situación?
Tener pene.
Pues te presto el mío. Últimamente no lo uso.
¿Qué haces? ¿Qué estás...?